Hey, thank you for joining us for Season 1, Episode 12 of The Misadventure of the Restore Corps. Before we get started, make sure you smash that like button, comment down below, and if you have not done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And without any further ado, on with the show.
All right, so we are back with the Restore Corps after having cleaned up a horrific scene, answered a few questions, raised a whole lot more, as most good mysteries do. It is now the next evening, late afternoon evening, so you're up and around and reporting for duty. So what are you doing?
I want to go check out the bugs that we pulled.
Okay. It's a good call. Is anybody else? So I'm assuming you did all your morning stuff. Where are you meeting as a team? Are you meeting as a team?
Wherever the coffee is, that's where we're meeting.
I was just going to say, that's Sapling's favorite place.
We don't usually go to the break room because of the sludge that they serve instead of coffee.
They don't like us to go to the break room.
We use Sapling's grinds, or grounds, I should say, and we use Gruff's coffee making implements. So chances are we're just meeting in our little common room in our bunkhouse area.
All right.
I was gonna say, what day of the week is it? I feel like this is important.
Do we know what day of the week it is? With the doing the third shift hours, you really don't know what day it is.
Well,
Feels
here's
like
the
a
thing.
Wednesday.
Here's the thing. If it's Tuesday, then there's tacos in the cafeteria, because it's a government facility and they always do Taco Tuesday, and I do mean always do Taco Tuesday.
It's Thursday. It's not Tuesday.
Oh, fine. I'll go get some lasagna.
Tea day.
It kind of works.
Yeah. All right. So, so you guys meet in a meeting room, I'm sure. What do you have? What are you bringing? I know, Vlad, you said that you want to check out the books that you all gathered, and there were a lot of books. There was also the diary and the 4 missing books that you guys were searching for, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
yeah.
We got the 4 books as well as a diary.
Okay. So is Vlad the only one who's going to search through the books? And Vlad, which books are you going? Are you going through just the ones that? You're going to start with the ones that.
The 4 that we were missing, specifically those 4.
All right. So, all right.
Before you start looking at those, do we confirm with Norbert if it's a good idea to be looking at these books with everything else that's going on?
Do you consult with Norbert?
I would think that's a good idea.
We should check with him.
I mean, he's gonna say no.
If anybody else has already looked at these, they might already have some insight.
Okay. Did you check all of them into in with Norbert into secure storage, or did you keep those? Because those 4 you were treating, you bagged up separately.
Well, we still put them through the portal, right?
Yes,
Right.
We put everything through the portal.
So they would have
We
been
just
checked.
sent them through one at a time to make sure that they all got there and nothing got messed up.
Okay. All right.
Because we still had cleaning to do.
We
Yes,
put
you
them
did.
through because we cleaned.
Yep. Okay.
And we knew it was a bad idea to send all 4 through at once.
We didn't know
we
it was a bad idea.
suspected.
No,
We assumed it was a bad idea.
Imp knew it was a bad idea to send them all 4 at once.
All right. So
You know what, Nero? I kind of like you because you just believe everything that comes out of my mouth now.
That's not wise.
Who is checking out the books from Norbert? Who's checking them out of secure storage?
Me.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I'm probably not the right person to do it, but
all right. So you go to check them out and you sign them out of storage as evidence. They're still, the evidence bags you put them in are actually still sealed.
That's good.
That means nobody else looked at him, though.
so he hasn't looked at them yet.
Nope.
I was going to make
Do
a
you
crack.
ask him if you guys should look at them? Do you ask that question? Give me a judgment roll, because I don't know if you would think about asking that question.
Oh, it's a good thing I got a good judgment.
Somebody here has to.
36.
I have fine judgment.
So you do think it's appropriate to ask the question. As you're kind of pulling them back, you kind of go, oh, wait, no. By the way, should we look at these? And you see him kind of pull out his goggles and kind of flip through multiple lenses. And he goes, yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see anything special about them. There's not, other than just they're old and probably the subject matter, but there's nothing magical. There's nothing that seems to be coming off of them. They just appear to be books.
Well, I'm gonna sign these out then, and I'm gonna go someplace and take a look at them.
Okay. Are you going to meet with the rest of the team to look through them, or are you going off to a?
I'm going to go to. I'm probably going to head back either to my room or the clean room, just to make sure I'm not getting anything mixed in it.
Okay.
Clean room's a good idea.
Which one are you going to?
Probably the clean room.
Okay. All right. You go to the clean room. Are you letting anybody else know where you are going?
Yeah, I'm going to send out a message on my SSP to everybody.
Okay. All right. So you all do receive a message saying Vlad is taking the books to one of the clean rooms to read through them, to look through them.
I'll also include in the message, if you wish to join me, I'll be in clean room number 3.
Okay. Who all is joining him?
I mean,
I'll stop by. I don't know what help I'll be doing because that's not my wheelhouse.
Yeah, I thought of something I wanted to do right before we ended last time, and I don't remember if it was just look at the books. I didn't write it down.
What was the title of the books again?
Okay, so the ones that you found are The Apocalypse Unsealed, being an esoteric interpretation of the initiation of Ionis, by James Morgan Price. Suffer Yet Zera by Abraham, the Book of Formation Creation, the Gra version. The Primer to Climb the Exalted Mountain by Cosby Zabov.
Yep, stoner dude.
And the Thesis on Invisible Arcana by Polypoetes.
Well, and that's the one that had like multiple volumes, right?
Yes, I believe.
Yep.
Because we now have all the volumes.
I respond back to the text. The decontamination is killer on the fur. Just send me any keywords you want searched.
Okay.
I'll show up. I'll show up. I'll go to the clean room as well.
Okay. All right. So, Imp, are you going as well? Who all is going to the clean room?
I'm not sure. We have the clean room, but also we have this were-rat walking around, and we have these other things because I'm a little fuzzy on the other stuff.
I mean, the biggest thing is you've got the APB out on what's her name?
Sierra.
Sierra.
Sierra Adams.
Sierra Adams, right. You've got the were-rat, the ratathrope that was summoned, wandering around. And you have an invisible house. Well, it's invisible to apparently anybody from Section 28.
Because we can assume wiggle fingers.
I
don't
remember.
So, Imp, I'm going to go to the clean room with Vlad. What I was thinking was if you want to check up on a few things since you're going to be out here, would you mind looking for cross-reference anything with the Queen Who Will Reign and the Ruby Court? And I think from there, if you want to just chase down records on the studio that O'Neill lived in, above, nearby, whatever, that would be. Those are the things that I wanted to get done. So if you can do that, I'm gonna help. I'm gonna help Vlad and Glitch here.
And the Ruby Queen.
Yeah, the Ruby Court and the Queen Who Will Reign.
Yeah,
we're assuming it's the Ruby Queen, but yeah.
Initial search didn't come up with much.
Right. I'm thinking maybe we can check like some of our paper records, or I don't know. Maybe somebody somewhere around here knows some more.
Yeah, I'm feeling we might need to do like a deep dive, like the Queen Will Reign, like into some really esoteric texts.
Yeah, let's use like Bing or something. Just like type that into Bing, see what happens.
I mean, I could go Dogpile. That one's really old.
Yeah. Jeeves. Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know.
I should ask Jeeves what happened to Jeeves.
Right? Oh.
You guys remind
me. I doing this over the radio because if you are 42 is I am just
No, it's in chat.
Okay.
No,
oh
hey,
God.
42. Do you want to look into?
So I'm just slamming my head against the desk at the moment, watching this.
Imp in the common room, hearing this thump, 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 is going. Hey, 42. Do you want to look into the studio or the apartment, the O'Neill apartment?
Yeah, I already was.
Oh, awesome. Do we have a library of like? Actually, I know one thing I want to do because I've slept. I need to make a roll because I am not at maximum soul, so I do need to make a healing roll.
Okay. That's a good point.
Go ahead.
That's just a faith roll, right?
Yes, it is judgment. Yeah, it's just judgment roll.
Judgment. 28.
All right. +6 to your pullback.
Cool. What about a 20?
20 total?
Yeah.
Yeah, +6 to your soul. Actually, no, wait. Vlad, yours is different. Yours is gained back by eating.
Right.
What about humans?
Well, drinking more than eating. And that's fine because that you've got stocks for that.
What about people like me?
Every morning, Vlad wakes up and goes,
that's it.
How
that's
many
a sleep
blood
thing, so go
bags
ahead and
do
make
we
a judgment
have?
roll.
Let's count. 1.
So that would be 24 for me.
2.
24 total, Neuro?
Yeah.
Wow, you must have rolled crappy.
Well, I mean, I have a 19 in judgment, and I rolled a 5, so.
Yep. You rolled crappy. All right.
Hey,
plus 6 to your soul pool.
Hey, Nero.
Hey, I'm full health again.
Hey, Nero.
Yeah.
I have a 5 in judgment, and I rolled 8, and I still got a total of 28.
How did you get? Wait, time out.
Demigod bonus. I get bonus to all my healing rolls to refresh.
That's right.
So I gain it back reasonably fast.
What can he say except you're welcome?
That's right. All right. Sapling, you had something that you were trying to ask?
Yes. Can somebody remind me what was the phrase that had incarnadine in it? We've seen that, right?
The incarnadine grimoire?
Yeah,
that's not.
That's actually
No. The thing that we saw that had incarnadine was the incarnadine night.
Night
was the
like nighttime or like night?
Like nighttime.
I'm trying to remember where you saw that.
I'm trying to.
It was.
Oh, you found. Yeah, you found reference to.
It was in the Codex. We found a book called the Codex, and it said, the true shadow of the Ruby Queen.
You found a book referencing the Codex. You're not finding the Codex.
Sorry, yes.
And you found the reference was the sixfold night of the
incarnadine. Yes, I just found it.
Yes.
I'm sorry, so sixfold.
I knew I wrote that down in my notes. I take notes.
Sixfold night of what?
Of incarnadine wailing.
And that was a phrase in a book?
That was the name of. There was a phrase that seemed to be a name of something. It was in the same reference to the.
It was in the Atlas.
The true shadow of the Ruby Queen, which is the cult that you were trying to find.
It was in one of the books we had, and that.
Yeah, it was. I think it was the Atlas. Yeah, the Atlas of something or other. Atlas for the Road to Magnificent Wisdom.
The Atlas. Yep, that's the one I was looking at.
I write things down. It's just kind of scrambled because we haven't thought about it in a month.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, go ahead.
I would like to reach out to my contact on the Gray Court and see if
reach out and touch Faye.
All right.
This seems dangerous. I am looking for information, but also notifying my team.
Okay. That's a fair call. All right. So when you reach out to them, the person that you reach out, or the Fae that you reach, your contact on the Gray Court, has not heard of or from the true shadow of the Ruby Queen for a long time. And when they say long time, you're minimum couple hundred years. They're not aware of anything other than some weird rumor with the sixfold night of incarnadine wailing. So that it's they know it's a name of something, possibly of what the cult actually worships.
Did they say what the rumor is? Or just that that's the rumors they maybe worship this?
That entity? like every other cult out there, it's ancient horror that's going to devour the world, everybody except for their worshippers.
I can't believe people keep falling
insert cult here.
Mm-hmm.
Insert ancient horror here.
And then the other thing I'd like to do is go through the band's discography and read through their lyrics and see if there's any references or anything that seems tied to the cult.
Give me a couple survival awareness rolls for that, please.
Okay.
Since we are trying to find something. Neuro, were you doing the same thing, or did you completely ignore that you were asked to do that?
Honestly, I forgot about that.
Okay.
What I was going to say though was that I will, since it's been a couple of hours, I'm going to check up on our APBs to see if we got any hits.
Good call. All right. When you check in, there's no one has seen Sierra. There's been no sightings of Sierra Adams for the APB.
Have there been any reports to the animal control about large rodents?
No.
I'm still looking at traffic cameras, seeing if we can figure out if anything's moving again, if we ever get a shot of Sierra, just so we can get a face.
It's going to take a long time for you to kind of skim through that.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a little bit longer. Sapling, you rolled a 52 and a 54.
Yep. A 5 and a 3. It was great.
You find precisely one reference to the Ruby Queen in one of the songs, and it is very much it's weird because it's kind of a hopeful song, which is not normal for their style or music.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of it.
Didn't we establish? Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, didn't we establish this was music that Sapling might actually enjoy?
Yes. Oh, yes. Very much so.
So she just got so distracted and wasn't listening to the lyrics as closely as she should have been.
Yep. All right.
Thank you.
So, Vlad and Gruff, you were going, and Glitch, you were going as well. So you get there. Which book are you opening first?
I'm going to open the journal.
Okay.
I just want to read the journal.
Oh, I didn't check out the journal.
I did. It's fine.
All right.
Okay.
So Gruff is reading the journal. Other than what
Dear diary.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of that. So Vlad, which book are you opening first?
The one by Polypoetes.
Okay. Give me a survival awareness roll, please.
$93.
All right. So, after spending some time searching through the book and kind of reading, none of it really seems to apply necessarily to what you're doing, except when you get to the back leaf. So the very back of the book, handwritten on the back leaf, you find the following. And I will read it to you, but I'm also going to copy and paste it into the chat so that everybody sees it. So it says, make sure I got that. Yep. Under the maze of the immortal magus lies the throne of the forgotten. To open the way, the luminous crown of the Paratorn must find its resting place. Once the way opens, the emerald key will be found on the Queen's altar and will unlock the tome. Beware, consider the heavens while approaching the altar.
Can I make some kind of roll to see if I understand what any of that might mean?
Yes. Give me primarily.
It means they're batshit.
We're trying to learn something new.
Give me a. Meaning is going to be judgment. Yeah, give me a straight judgment-based roll.
Judgment? Okay.
Yep.
Uh, 65. Exploded upward twice.
Holy crap. All right. You really don't understand what it is other than, I mean, this is obviously a clue to a location, and it is talking about some kind of key that actually unlocks a tome. And with you kind of have a weird sense of insight where you're like, wait, we needed kind of some key or something to read the, there was a hidden message between two of the books. But in the Tractatus of the Occulted Lady and the Atlas for the Road to Magnificent Wisdom. So, you still with us, Vlad?
Yeah, I'm just taking notes.
Okay. Because your video is frozen. So
yeah.
Okay.
It's probably because I got chat pulled up. And
all right, don't worry about it.
Yep.
All good.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's good.
Better.
Just making sure you didn't drop off. So there is something, some inkling tells you that maybe that will help unlock whatever that hidden message is between those two books.
I'm going to point this out to Gruff and Glitch, and then also send a message out to 42.
Okay. Are you just like taking a picture with your phone and sending it to 42 of the message itself?
Of the message, and then I'm also going to include it in it. My theory behind it, basically.
Okay. All right.
About the connection between the two books.
Sure. All right. So, that's about all you find in that book. All you find in that book.
How's the diary going?
What do I know about the phases of the moon? I mean, I did grow up outside after all.
Because I would
darn near anything you want to know about the phases of the moon, frankly.
Is there anything coming up that's unusual? Something that doesn't happen on a regular basis?
No, not that you're aware of.
Any solar eclipse? Any?
No, there's not. I mean, the next eclipse is like 6 months away. So it's not even. It's,
You pointed this out to us. Vlad, you pointed this this paragraph out to us?
Yes.
Well, he sent it to me, so.
He pointed it out to you, to Gruff and Glitch in the room, and then sent it to 42.
Mm-hmm. The heavens.
That line, considering the heavens, we were told, again, the sixfold night. So maybe there's some sort of, maybe that's like some fanatical worshiping process. So that sixfold night might be, consider the heavens while approaching, might be the idea of reflecting or mentally praying about this darkness, this sixfold night that's supposed to happen too. It could be just one of those poetic-y phrases that they use.
Or do we only have 6 nights to figure this out?
Could be.
Well, if that's the case, we've already wasted 3. So I hope not.
Well, 3 that
otherwise
the
end of the world is a few days away.
Man, I guess we gotta save the world. I mean, we do live in it.
Well, I mean, if we don't have to worry about finding a new home.
Or cleaning it up.
Do we have any information on the
Maybe I should join this cult.
Yeah. No more cleaning.
I mean, their music's not bad, not gonna lie.
What were you saying, Glitch?
Do we have any information on like Throne of the Forgotten or the Parator?
Actually, the line that sticks out to me the most is under the maze of the immortal magus. If there is an immortal magus, an immortal wizard, chances are we have some form of record about him. I'm going to shoot that around.
Okay.
Are we still?
And no, we're not all back together. We're still in the clean room.
Yeah, this is only the first book that Vlad picked up.
Yep.
Yep.
Glitch would have picked up another one just at random.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I heard my name.
Glitch, give me a Glitch, roll a d20.
2.
Hmm.
All right. You picked up
the diary, which is unfortunate because I've got my hands on it.
You picked up The Apocalypse Unsealed, being an esoteric interpretation of the initiation of Ionis by James Morgan Price. So, give me a survival awareness roll, please.
$64.
All right. After a while of searching, in the margins of pages 194 and 195, you find a handwritten note. Hang on a second. It says,
"The penitent man kneels before God."
Not quite. Close. In the place where the rapids are grand lies the Church of the Brother of the Rock, the Church of the First Called. Beneath her lies the final homes of those who are forgotten. The path to the immortal magus lies entombed in the fountain of heaven and hell. The key to the path is found in the place where angels tread, hidden behind what is not what it seems. Beware, those who enter the catacombs of the forgotten may find the ones left behind.
Well, it's a good thing the rapids in Grand Rapids have been removed.
Listen, I want to contribute, but I'm technically listening to music right now, and I'm not paying attention to the group chat. So
That's all right. You could be Imp, who's been staring at a skull for this entire process, debating whether or not he wants to attempt to read it until it's read.
I take a picture with the SMP and I send it out to the entire group.
Okay.
And it's like, any thoughts or possible locations this could be?
Sapling, there's been enough text activity that you kind of actually do look at the, in between songs, you look at the group and kind of see, now that there are hidden messages popping up in these books.
I think I would just put in the group chat, like, are there any churches in the area that sound anything like this? Seems like they might, a church might have been built on top of something to try to keep it from being unlocked.
I want to search the dark web for the Mortem X, because that got mentioned twice now.
Okay.
The Forgotten has also been mentioned a couple times.
Yes.
Yeah. Any of the big keywords, anything that might come up like that.
I would like to make a knowledge history check, having looked at these texts, specifically this one, because Imp studies a lot of history. And so the place where the rapids were grand, there was a place. There's also a church with the Brother of the Rock and the Church of the First Called. So Imp wants to like try to remember what kind of some of the first churches are around here. I mean, if he needs to go to, ironically enough, a library, he's totally willing to, but he's just trying to think if he can think of one right now.
Sure.
I'll live with that. It's a 61, by the way.
Okay.
Better than I can roll.
So how do I respond to that? 42, give me a couple hacking rolls, please. So Imp, what you kind of think through in the process is whether there's the place where the rapids are grand seems to be possibly Grand Rapids. I mean, because it seems local.
Yeah, but was there a specific place like there's a place called Yellow Springs, and the reason they call it Yellow Springs is because there's an actual yellow spring because the high iron.
Yeah, there's I mean, there are rapids that are on the Grand River in they were more rapids than they are now. They're mostly gone, but there's a reason it was called Grand Rapids.
Yeah,
originally on the Grand River.
That was Imp's kind of thought process.
The Church of the First Called, your history knowledge of churches, of having known churches, is, the first.
Wouldn't that be like an apostle church?
That's what I'm thinking.
It would be. So there's you're keying in on the first.
Is it apostles or is there a disciples church?
The first saint, first called saint, was Andrew, who happened to be
St. Andrew, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Who happened to be the brother of Peter, who was called the Rock.
Mm-hmm.
Peter's name literally means the Rock.
Rock, yeah.
Yeah, the brother of the Rock, the church. So St. Andrew's Is there? So I guess Imp's just going to take out his SSP and look for St. Andrew's in.
And yes, there is a major Catholic church downtown Grand Rapids called St. Andrew's.
Does it happen?
That has been around for quite a while.
Imp had a feeling. I very much had a feeling. And question: does it have a graveyard?
No, not on site.
Not on site. Okay.
Maybe it did before though.
Yeah, that's it. Oh,
so,
hidden passage,
42.
maybe?
42. In your searching,
I got 103. It's 70. I exploded.
So with
82.
your searching, you found 1,000 references to something called the Immortal Magus.
Okay.
After sorting through 999 of them as crap.
I had other keywords.
Right. The first 999 were some guy who plays WoW too much. Okay.
It was expected.
Right.
Good Twitch streams though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. In fact, you have one up in the background right now.
There is one that is a reference to ironically to a knight, as in Knight, who apparently had some ties to the Templar.
Ooh, secret societies. Love it.
So, so there's your answer for that book. And that's all you found in that book, Glitch.
Seems to me very helpful.
Yep.
I'd like to look through another one of them.
Okay, which one?
I don't know. One of them that hasn't been looked through yet.
Okay. Roll a die.
$19.
All right. You pick up the primer to climb the Exalted Mountain. Give me a survival awareness roll, please, to search through.
And
actually, you don't even have to do that because now you've found 2 books that have writing in them, so you are specifically looking for writing at this point. Okay, I'm not even going to make your roll at this point.
And Bryan, while he's picking up this one, I've also grabbing the other book, the last one.
All right. So in the primer, in the front leaf, there's yet another handwritten note. It reads, let me copy and get ready to paste it. It reads, on the Great Turtle, north of the Hand, an island that shares the name of the city, there is a skull in the woods. Through that skull lies the halls of the Parator. Only in the Parator's final resting place will you find the crystal key. To retrieve the key, you will need to find the emptiness that is hidden behind what is not what it seems. Beware, the Parator's eyes are always watching.
Okay.
No, I'm copy pasting all this into a Google Doc. I will see it.
Can you share that with all of us?
Yes. I need to do that.
Huh.
So, Glitch, the book that you find in the margins, it takes you a little bit, but you do find in the margins of pages 94 and 95, you find more handwritten notes. In that, let's see here. So this is in Suffragette Zero. The Isle of Strangeite, under the tallest of peaks. The church that was outcast now shelters the hidden. The path to the Ruby Queen lies beneath the throne, encased in a pithos made like the feet of Nebuchadnezzar. To unlock the pithos, wrestle the key from the guardian, hidden behind what is not what it seems. Beware, those who enter the Church of the Hidden must be penitent in their approach. The ruby key will unlock the tome.
So now we need 3 keys?
No.
We had emerald and ruby.
And then the one in the premiere said something about a crystal key. Right?
Yes.
So an emerald, a crystal, and a ruby key?
Thoughts?
I'm still listening to music.
I'm now thinking who wants to take a trip to trip to St. Andrews?
Glitches in.
All right. Are there any more books we need?
Gruff, you're muted.
It looks like St. Andrews is where our journey starts, so it sounds like we need to go there first.
Well, I'll come along. Why not?
How fast is the band's discography? How long does it take me to get through it?
We can listen on the way. There's a sound system in the car.
I already made a roll for it. It's already happened.
They're an indie group.
2, 3?
Not long.
Let's go. Well, if you count the singles and the EPs and the
unreleased.
Yeah.
42 had to dig it up for me.
Hold on, are these CDs?
Oh, I have not touched any of these.
It's probably 45 minutes tops.
No, half of them are in some cloud distribution service that doesn't pay anything because they're indie and they're trying to get released. There are a few on like iTunes and that sort of thing, but most of them are.
Yeah, but we need to get one of the CDs because it obviously has like the last song that's 14 minutes long, and that's like 3 minutes of a song, then like 10 minutes of 10 minutes of nothing, and then the secret track. Yeah, the secret track. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, you're finished pretty quickly with the music. Let's face it, it's not that they don't really have enough music to even run a full concert legitimately.
Do we have a CD player in the van?
Fred's driving. You've got a cassette deck.
Oh. Got one of those adapters. It's fine. Put the cassette tape in. Runs the CD player.
The van actually has a weird sound system. It has like actual 8-track cassette and CD. No Bluetooth though.
Got to do the FM tuner. We'll trick it.
Yep. It's completely custom.
I also just want to point out, guys, encased in a pithos. That word is very specific there. The last time I heard that word referenced, sorrow got introduced to the world. I don't know if that was supposed to only be to me or not.
No, that was responding to WD-42's question.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So,
So we can't take him because we can't take a car.
Bonus. I mean, sorry, Fred, you'll have to sit this one out as he drives the ferry. Don't worry, I'm a licensed boat captain.
Oh, no. All the innocent tourists.
No, it's the dock.
Just sit right back in your hair. Sail of a faithful ship. Started on this tropic port aboard a tide ship.
How do we get into
So we're headed on to St. Andrews then?
I don't know. I don't know if we need to go there first because it feels like St. Andrews is where it's.
Let's see.
Have we figured out any other locations?
No.
No, you haven't. Sapling, did you bring up your thoughts on that location to the group?
I feel like I have to make a roll. I don't know if Sapling is familiar enough with the geography of the area to know that.
That's true. So 42, are you continually doing searches on some of these keywords as the messages get sent?
Yeah, I can only stare at cars so long.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
The lure of the computer calls me. And the dark web.
That's fair. Go ahead and give me a couple more operate. Give me an operate computer roll.
Oh, what the Bryan.
75.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
And yes, Google actually is completely open to, or search engines at least are completely open to any of you characters right now because we're modern times.
Like I wasn't going to search anyway.
Yeah, I know. So 42 in the how do I say this?
Weren't the feet of Nebuchadnezzar clay?
Yes. And a Pithos made of clay was the box that Pandora opened in the traditional stories. The Pithos, it's a very specific term for a vase.
Is it terrifying? I knew that off the top of my head.
No.
That's me being super in character at that point. Yeah. Wait, Nebuchadnezzar's wearing clay. Oh. Mm-hmm. Oh no.
Oh, you were in character. No.
Yeah.
Gruff doesn't know any of this.
I don't know.
I've read this book.
So 42, the search that you comes up with, the Great Turtle Island seems to be a reference to what the Native Americans called a place called Mackinac Island in Michigan.
Okay. Any of y'all heard of this Mackinac Island?
No, say it again. Read it how it's written.
Mackinac?
Yeah.
Thank you for playing our evil game.
I live in Ohio. I understand.
I respond back. Yes, I have, and it's called Mackinac Island.
Spells it phonetically. In all caps.
I look at the screen, look back up, look at the screen. If you say so.
It helps. It's badly translated Algonquin from French.
Technically, it's Ojibwe, not Algonquin, but
still, it did go through the French.
I mean, it could be worse. It could be the fort that's right there. It's Fort Michilimackinac.
Michilimackinac, yeah.
Anyways, so you've got what seems to be a reference to Mackinac Island in the one.
A parator.
Yeah.
Would that be another history check? Knowledge history to know if to recognize that term?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. That was a much bigger roll. 72?
Parator is a Latin word for procuring or finding.
Hi, Imp.
Hmm?
You're the one that does all our curing and finding.
Oh, God.
Does that make him our parator?
So any other questions? 42, go ahead and make me another operate computer roll, please.
That is 80.
Okay. In the other message, the final one that you guys, the Isle of Strangeite, you're not sure about Isle, but Strangeite, that spelling refers to a specific offshoot of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. It's a specific offshoot of the Mormon Church.
So we've got Mormons, we've got Knights Templar, we've got this island.
I don't like it.
There's a lot going on here. And this feels like a badly written fanfic.
Probably is.
Maybe it is, and some entity latched onto it.
So, anything else for right now? If not, we're going to end it for the evening because I know we're kind of pushing time a little bit. We've been doing this for just about an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Any other final questions you want to get in now before we hand out Story Play Awards?
I feel like I'm going to be... Feels like we have some footwork to do now, and followed by things that are probably going to kill most of us.
Oh no!
Neuro,
Power of positive thinking.
Neuro, you have a wife and kids. Stay home. The rest of us have.
But I've got a special gun.
I am a kid.
I've got all these poor cats to take care of. I can't go.
All right.
Parents now.
Lich, I guess it's gonna be you and me.
Yeah.
All right.
But what am I supposed to do with these
another location?
What am I supposed to do with these special bullets that Norbert gave me?
Well, if the end of the world comes,
use them.
Use your imagination.
Yourself.
All right. So at this point, then we're going to call it for the evening, and we'll meet up next time and go from there. I've given you more than enough to chew on between now and then.
Thanks.
So story play awards, we're going to keep it short and sweet again this time. Everybody but Vlad take 3 points of any current proficiency that you have. So add 3 points to any current proficiency that you have. Vlad, you exploded twice on a judgment roll. I'm going to give you a point in judgment.
Dang. That's big.
Yes.
So other than that, I will see you in the next game.
Absolutely.
Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Before you go, do me a favor and like and comment down below. It really helps us out in the algorithms. Also, before you go, if you have not subscribed to us yet, smash that subscribe button over there. And I probably have another video waiting for you to hit and watch right there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it again. You guys are awesome. This is the One Like a GM. Happy hunting.